It is difficult, but it's not the highest value Braum you could have gotten for yourself, I feel like. It is fearless, and we might be heavy on the copium, but the Braum, it feels like such a neutralizer, like the Gragas used to be in top lane, right?
They have come in here as the 3rd seed, so their Prime League split hasn't gone exactly how they planned it to be, but it was way better than Winter, because if you were here in Winter, you're right, they weren't. So
yeah,
definitely proving grounds for them as well, as Velia is looking to contest for his own chickens just a little bit, as Nemesis is finding a very nice charm onto Random. This is the point where Random usually would like to lose his flash, but in this case, he seems to have a different plan. Random actually, you know, trying to beat the allegations and not using his flash at all. You know, I'm not sure that was good, but you go king if that's what you want to do. Sometimes they have some oopsies. And oopsies are definitely not what you need today, because Los Ratones is obviously favored to make it out of this group. We just saw Barca actually turning it around, as we can see a possible dive. A very nice equalizer coming out, but the taunt on Venur is there. But in the end, Rebel actually able to help his top laner pick up that kill. Very important for Venur, who also can take over a carry personality. This might be actually the most exciting lane to look at. No equalizer for Venur, so he has to...
Yeah, but he just does damage anyway.
Oh my god!
Yep.
I love
there
that.
you go.
That's my top laner, chat. I know you have your Bowsy, but I have my Venur.
Worry about getting flash charmed all of a sudden. And with a couple of big objectives coming up in the next few minutes, that could potentially be impactful. We'll have to track that one through. Speaking of, the grubs are going to be available. Right now, Battle's potentially getting caught, but Velia is in the area.
Yeah, Velia kind of looking for it, so is Rebel. Rebel has to find a way over the wall. Equalizer landing, but he takes the hero's entrance to make a hero's exit, but in the end, he goes down anyway. Speed of Warfare secured for the Hangry Knights, while Random and Nemesis are also trying to get something done. Not sure what it is. They're very split off.
Everybody in the lanes at the same time, but because Baus is constantly playing with odd wave timings, it's making it difficult for Venur to be able to step over. Rabble is constantly getting poked out by the very skirmish-heavy Neferi. Was able to pick up the first 2 of the grubs. It should at least... Oh no, just 1 of the grubs. So Kaufland should be able to grab themselves 2 of these. It's going to be a small advantage right here. And exactly what you're looking for when you've got a composition that can scale so very well like this one can.
It is intense already. I love it.
Potential dive option right here. You can see multiple members right here of Kaufland closing in around Baus. He's pretty tanky. We've seen him use the hero's entrance to get away.
Wow, that just tickled him. But in the end, he has to be a little careful. There's just a few too many members under your turret right there, as Wisdom has to tank it, but it's an important kill for Jeskla. But they're looking to do the cross-map play, as the equalizer has already been used on the wave here. The wave therefore very, very thin. Now Reckless moving in, all of the pack. Venur, no chance to leave, has no flash, has no ult, has only one way out, and that's death. Therefore they managed to pick up a plating. Kaufland will have to match at some point, depending on how it's gonna go for them, as Los Ratones are in a better position here to move towards the second Drake. And there's nothing Kaufland want to do about that as of right now. So second Drake over to Los Ratones as well. And they start their dragon stacking relatively early and should be quite happy about that. Not really growing anywhere crazy at this point, is Jeskla once more being left alone, because Wisdom just loves to roam and hang around everyone but his AD carry. That's kind of a thing for them. They ignore Jeskla because they know he can play it safely most of the time. They don't have to worry about him.
They're able to take the series versus Los Ratones. That really puts a lot of extra stock right here. Oh, hang on, Emmy. Oh, boy. Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah. Uh-oh, indeed. He does have the Spirit Rush, but he's not rushing anywhere. He is just dead. And this is also an important factor every now and then, as we're watching another fight unfold here in the river, because Shelly is up and Shelly wants some attention by either of these teams. Los Ratones kind of have to step away a little bit. There are the numbers disadvantage. Velia trying to move over the wall, doesn't manage to pick up the smite, and therefore Rebel with the Eye of the Herald. They're not really losing out too much on the map here, Kaufland, so I think it's definitely worth it.
Across a lot
of
lanes.
God, they're doing it again.
Yeah, but Velia is here, and you've got other members of Los Ratones on the way too.
Venur is just trying to zone them away. They managed to pick up this turret. Now Nemesis has to be a bit careful, uses the ultimate to disengage here.
Oh, the TP
now
behind.
with Crowny in the area, they're looking to go for this team fight. Very important, as their turret has been put down, as the equalizer's coming out, as well as the Glacier Fisher, but they're moving in, they're moving forward. The turret trying to do some work for them, as Wisdom has to flash out, but Venur ends up going down. And LoL Ratones, they are so in this game.
But Bowser not, and is able to get into the backline on that one. Even through that Azir Sundisk, it really doesn't matter. We do see the Drifttail go down into the mid lane, and a jump onto Crowny. Oh, is he just dead? Oh, okay.
Oh, he has to flash and barrier, so no suns left for him as they're looking for a catch. Now Rebel
Then
flashing
what?
out Jessica again.
Another fight. This would be soul point right here for LoL Ratones if they can get it.
Yeah, and it looks like it because Random only now joining the fight. They have to look for some positioning. Jessica using the ultimate, but very nicely shielded here by Reckless as Crowny is looking to fire out, but they are zoning them pretty well. Wisdom now in. The Equalizer coming out, and they're trying to go for it, and they managed to steal the drag! They actually steal the drag as Rebel. Now it's the run for the hills. Important ultimate coming out here from Random as he has to dash forward. They're giving up some kills, but they pick up the drag. Hitting Reckless here. He has the door up in his face. You're not going to do anything. If anything, you're getting caught out here as... Okay, Attack comes through, but that headbutt was huge. But now with the TPs coming in, there is a bit of a numbers advantage for the moment here for LoL Ratones as they're putting out so much damage. Glacial Fisher from Reckless also doing the work. And now they have to find a way to get out of this. Kaufland really caught in a bad situation here. Not easy to position when you're fighting inside the jungle. Random trying to make his way underneath the turret, and LoL Ratones, they can turn their eyes towards a potential Atakan if they want to. There's not much more on the map that you can play for here, but Atakan and possibly a turret would be huge, and this is the first time that they can really secure themselves a gold lead here with this 1.2k. As Kaufland really have to find a way to either deny this Atakan or at least get a catch out of this as Baus looking to go in. They're taking their sight away from the Atakan, moving back in to play the fight as good as they can. And Venur sadly being caught out here. Can't do anything. It was a bit of a, you know, try for a hero play here from the side of Kaufland. I don't think there was a way for them to deny this from LoL Ratones. Instead, they're looking to push out waves. You can see both Random and Venur moving up towards topside. Looking to find something there, maybe take away 1 or 2 camps also from Valia. Because we've talked about it plenty, this Nefiri, once she gets a few kills on the board, is going to be very, very dangerous. And with 2 kills, and now obviously also a major lead when it comes to just gold, she will be very comfortable.
Putting themselves into a very good spot for themselves at this point. Watch Nemesis just be able to take down this tier 1 tower in the bottom lane. Gets himself a good injection of gold. 5, 1, and 3. 3 items, including that 10-stack Medjais at this point. Is
pretty much all he can do at this point. He has to find the positioning to actually play this front to back as the charm hits onto Rebel, and he's just deleted from the map. Baus might be picked up here, but he manages to stay alive for a long time. They have to invest a whole lot of time in order to make this play happen as Wisdom trying to push them into the wall. TP's coming in, but I'm not sure you still can fight this. You're 2 members down in this scenario. They have to go for a few of these Hail Mary plays. They need to find their footing back, get a catch here and there. Struggle a lot harder on an international stage again. They haven't really showed up in the way they wanted to in the first place, and now they're looking how far they can go here in this tournament as...
Oh boy.
Venur is just leaving the map. He wants to go on a quick little trip to the base, use the Equalizer, try to minimize the wave there a little bit from Rebel here as well.
Boy.
Now Kaufland not in the worst position. They find a very nice engage with Wisdom Equalizer as well. Used on also the Glacial Fisher doing a lot of work, but now Wisdom caught out once more. Just a little too far forward here. And with Baus coming over the wall, putting even more zoning into the face of Kaufland Hangry Knights, they have to take a step back. They are at an disadvantage as Nemesis is just doing so much work here. Holy cow, Venur probably dying as the hero's entrance comes down. And now they're split apart. Random in a 1v2, trying to pick up a kill whilst Crowny just dominates him, and it's the shutdown in the end. But at what cost? You're getting aced. Venur is back on the map, but there's nothing he can do. They have the Baron buff, and they will have the soul, and they will look to push their waves as close to the enemy base as they can.
Fight really well, just buying so much space for his team, using that hero's entrance as well to make sure that Nemesis survives throughout that fight. And Nemesis really was on one, landed a couple of key charms in that one.
Don't see LoL Ratones throwing that away. They are just too coordinated. They have a really good game plan here. They have waited for that big deciding fight in order to really show up. They gave Kaufland some space in the early game, as maybe now they're giving over a pick, but Velia again just goes untargetable. He's putting the dogs in the face of Rebel, who has to try and fight them off. And now 4 members strong, they're looking to push it to the space with the Glacier Fisher into Charm. Oh my god, it's beautiful. Lost Ratones just putting out some beautiful League of Legends here, as they're looking to end this game right here, right now. Call of the Pack coming through, it's a double kill for Velia. They're looking for more heroes entrance. They are getting cocky, they want to fight this, they want the ace, it's the triple kill. Can he go for the quarter or even the meta?
Bounce.
It's stolen. Bounce wants his piece of cake in this, and they are looking to end the game. Wave coming in, turrets going down, and Kaufland have to watch while it all happens. The Prime League 3rd seed can't do anything, and this game 1, rightfully so, goes over to the NLC seed number 1 to Los Ratones, the defending champions.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.